वेदानुद्धरते जगन्ति वहते भूगोलमुद्विव्रते दैत्यं दारयते बलिं छलयते शत्रु कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। श्री राधा रमण लाल की, श्रीमन चैतन्य महाप्रभु की, श्री षड गोस्वामी पाद की, श्री श्री गोपाल भट्ट गोस्वामी जी महाराज की, संपूर्ण गुरु परंपरा की, श्री वृंदावन धाम की, श्री प्रभुपाद की। निताई गौर हरि बोल, निताई गौर हरि बोल, निताई गौर हरि बोल, गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि बोल। The lecture, I would extend my humble gratitude, love, immense surrender in the lotus feet of my Ishta, Shri Radha Raman Lal, my Sadguru Dev Maharaj and the whole Pranali, Shri Shri Gopal Bhatta Goswami Ji Maharaj, and I would also extend my Dandvat Pranam in the lotus feet of all the Vaishnavas who are present. I got a call from Jai Gaur Prabhu Ji, a very beautiful message actually, asking that they want to install deity of Shri Gopal Bhatta Goswami Ji Maharaj in Melur Srirangam, the birthplace of our Acharya. And I think that was not just a message. When Shri Krishna had to tell gopis that you come and see me in the jungle wherein we will be doing Ras together, he sent his Vanshi. So I think when I got this message from Jai Gaur Prabhuji, that message was just like that Vanshi, which made me believe that definitely somewhere my Ishta Shri Radha Raman Lal is very happy with the service that we all are doing, that he has given him to come because he had given his Bhagavad Saptaha date already. It's alright if I can't come, but you also have the next generation to this parampara. I had 3 months back at that time, I had given birth to my very small child, Shri Bhavabhuti Krishna Goswami Ji Maharaj, who is the son of Maharaj Ji himself. He said the Shastra says, Atma Vaijayate Putraha. And Radha Raman, son of the Acharya. So Maharaj Ji said, it's alright if I can't come, but Gopal Bhatt Goswami Ji has already made the arrangement. So with 3-month-old, the name of Bhavabhuti at home is Nimai. Nimai is also the name of Sriman Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which Shachi Maiya calls him at home. So Nimai Prabhu came, he was 3 months old. We installed the deity with Jai Gaur Prabhu, with Prabhuji, and the beautiful ceremony happened. Ever since that, every year we come on the appearance day of Shri Gopal Bhatt Goswami Ji Maharaj and do this Maha Abhishekam together. I think this ceremony, this seva is the source of energy that we all have or gather for the entire year. We come here, we do pranam in the lotus feet of our Acharya, and after Nama, Hare Nama, enhance a person to become progressive in bhakti. But before that, I would like to share a personal experience which I had today in the morning. So today we were supposed to have the darshans of Rangnath Bhagwan before coming here. So Prabhuji and all made a very beautiful arrangement for us. We went to take darshans. Today is the last day of the festival that is happening. So there was a lot of crowd. We were there. We were taken inside. So firstly we got crushed, but we managed to go inside where Thakurji was sleeping. So we were waiting for some time so that we can go inside. And the moment we went inside, we took, I think, the most beautiful darshans of Rangnath Ji. Acharya ji pushed us inside the Garbhagriha. It never happened with us. We have always taken darshan, we go and they just make you take a roundabout. I don't know what happened to them. They pushed us inside the Garbhagriha and we were standing. Every time I used to go, I used to think today I will take the darshans of the face of Ranganathji. Because he's so huge, you cannot see him completely, and by the time you see him, they push you out. So I already thought today, Charan, the feet of Ranganathji, I'm going to see nothing else. And I was prepared, but the moment they pushed me inside, I could see the Sheshnag, I could see the Nakashi of the Pitambar that Ranganathji was wearing, his golden feet, Bhudevi, Lakshmi ji, everything was so clear. We were standing there for 5-7 minutes and I was thinking, Radha Raman Lal, you are so merciful. If you have relationship with the Lord and you say that Radha Raman Lal, it's not me Renuka who's going to take darshans. It is your Charanashrit. I belong to you, so my name is not Renuka, my name is Radha Ramaniya. So Radha Ramaniya is going to take darshan of Ranganathji. So now it is a representative of Radha Raman coming to take darshans of Ranganath Bhagwan. So Ranganath said, oh please send him and send her inside. Why? Because she belongs to my family. I was given the opportunity to stand there for 5-7 minutes, glorify Ranganathji like never before. And then I was like, when I came out, and when I was standing there, I was very satisfied, very happy. Radha Raman Lal ki jai ho, jai ho, jai ho. But when the moment I came out, I again felt separated. I was like, I can't believe, so beautiful. Suddenly an Acharya came, he said, po, po, po. I said, I don't know what's happening, what's po. They literally pushed us into a room and he said, keep standing here, don't move. So then there is language barrier. I told him to just stand, don't move. Because we don't know what we are doing. And 2 minutes later, the Utsav Murti of Ranganathji came in that room and they closed all the doors and they said, now you are stuck with him for 1 hour. I said, what? We are getting late, we have to do Abhishekam. He said that all your Abhishekams have been accepted by the Lord. That is why you are stuck in this room with him for an hour. Like this far, Ranganathji's Utsav Murti was there and I was standing like this. Tears rolling down my eyes. What have I done, Lord, to get so much mercy, so much of love? You know, we went for darshans yesterday also and thought that we will cross the Vaikuntha Dwar. But when we saw the crowd, we said, hey Radha Raman Lal, you just, give your mercy, we can't go inside Vaikuntha. But to my utmost happiness, when we got to know which room was that, it was the room before the Vaikuntha Dwar. He said that Ranganathji has chosen you. We were so many people, very thin ones, tall ones and the short ones. But we and the fattest one could actually seat him. There was such small place and I think everybody was pushing to go inside, but nobody could. And then they said that you people are the chosen ones whom Ranganathji has decided that will cross the Vaikuntha Dwar with him. So there was Dam Dam Ghosh, there were Acharyas singing Ved part. We were there for 1 hour and they were singing Vedas in front of Ranganathji, and Ranganathji, I could see that his smile was becoming bigger and bigger. And then they opened the door and with Ranganathji, the most fallen people, the most Agyanis, people who have never done anything great to deserve so much love. But Ranganathji held our hands and we crossed the Vaikuntha Dwar with Ranganathji, and the moment we crossed it, we said, now Ranganathji, we have to say bye to you because we have to run for the Abhishekam. But trust me, we were again trapped. He said, now I'm not letting you go. We were struggling to go out. That is the condition of a jiva. Again and again he would find reasons to leave bhakti and go to other places, do other things. But trust me, if once Bhagwan has put his mercy on you, if once he has seen you, or probably Radharani has put that mercy on you, no matter what you do, he will never leave you. He didn't leave Putana, who had come to kill Bhagavan, but when Putana had come, because she came with milk. If you are a bhakt from within, and by mistakes you incur aparadh or wrong things in your life, Bhagavan will not still leave you. What is most important for him is not the vidhi. It's the love that you have within your heart. So the same way, Shri Raghunath Das Goswami Pad, who is one of the Shad Goswamis, who have, like in Ranganathji you have Alvars, the same way in Gaudiya Vaishnav Parampara you have Shad Goswamis, who have written all the philosophy guided by Sriman Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, there is one of the Shad Goswamis is Raghunath Das Goswami, who has written a very beautiful granth called Manah Siksha. In that Shastra, in that scripture, Raghunath Das Goswami Pad has told that in the entire body, our man is the most naughtiest. Arjuna is saying, Bhagwan, tell me any task I will do. But to control this man, chanchalam hi manah Krishna pramathi balavadranam. This man is the root cause of all the problems in our life. We know the human birth is very rare and we should do bhakti to reach the God. But this man, time and again gets distracted. Sometimes in relations, sometimes in money, sometimes in business, sometimes in other things, and I get distracted. So Raghunath Das Goswami has given these 8 things. If you have full surrender for these 8 things, you will never be distracted from bhakti in your life. Actually, you will be able to feel a deep connection with the Lord if you respect these 8 things in your life. Very important 8 things that Raghunath Das Goswami has told to tell your man every day. What are these 8 things? Gurau, Goshthe, Gosthalishu, Sujane Bhu Surgane, Swamantre, Shri Namni, Braja Nava Yuva Dvanda Sharane. The first thing is Vande Guru Shri Charanar Vindam. Vande Guru Shri. If you have complete surrender in the lotus feet of your Gurudev, your Gurudev is the only one who can guide you to the route which will lead to Bhagavan. Nobody else. Your Gurudev is the only one who is residing in a physical body in this material world to guide you, but will also be present in the other world when you leave this body, and he is the one who is going to open your doors to Nikunja to serve Shri Shri Radharaman Lal. Sadgurudev Maharaj. You know once what happened? There was a disciple whose sister was getting married. He had given his entire life in the service of Gurudev. So the moment he said, Gurudev, after a few days my sister is getting married, I need some holidays. Gurudev said, okay, go, no problem. He said, Gurudev, I am very poor, I have been serving you. If you could also help me a little bit, that would be very nice. So Gurudev said, okay, before leaving, meet me. So when the day was there and he had to go, he went to his Gurudev and said, Gurudev, I am leaving, you said you will help me a little bit. I am very poor, my sister's wedding is there, a lot of expenses we have to do. Gurudev said, okay, no problem. Gurudev picked up 5 apples and gave to the disciple. That disciple said, Gurudev, that's it? Gurudev said, yes, that's it. Okay, Shamanan Prabhu came. He said, please go with him, help in all the preparations with this boy because his sister is getting married. That disciple was very sad. My God, I have given 20 years of my life serving Gurudev, and now when it is time for him to help me, he just gave me 5 apples. What am I going to do with these 5 apples? Are they going to help me pay the bills for the marriage? He was very sad. Shamanand Prabhu, who was with him, said, "Hey Prabhu, don't worry. if Gurudev has given, this is the best for you." They were going to the village where the sister is getting married. They got very tired, so they sat under a tree. Suddenly they were taking a nap. They could hear few people shouting at the top of their voice, "Does anybody have apples here?" They both were sleeping. "Does anybody have apples here?" Suddenly Shamanand Prabhu woke up and said, "Hey Prabhu, wake up. See, these are the people of the king himself. And why are they asking for apples?" Suddenly they asked him, "Hey Prabhu, why are you asking for apples? What happened?" He said, "The king's eldest daughter is very sick. And the only thing that can cure her are the apples. But in this region and around this region, over 1,000 kilometers, there is no place where we can find apples. So the king is saying, if anybody has apples, the king will give him his half empire. Do you have apples?" He said, "Prabhu, not one, I have 5 apples." He said, "What? You have 5 apples?" Suddenly they rushed him to the king. The king took the 5 apples and gave him so much wealth that he couldn't even believe. The next 100 generations did nothing. Still they had so much wealth left. He was very sad. He said, "Oh my God, we always see what we are giving to the Guru in the form of service. But we don't know what Guru is giving us back." That person needed money. That is why his Guru made arrangement that he had so much of money that he never has to ask again. Trust me, if you go to your Gurudev and from your heart you ask for whatever you want, he will give you everything. But an intelligent person is that person who goes to a jewelry shop but doesn't ask for water. An intelligent person is that who goes to the jewelry shop and says, "Please give me a gold earring and a necklace." If you're going to a Gurudev, Gurudev is that personality who can give you money, yes. Who can give you comfort, yes. Who can give you everything material, yes. But trust me, Gurudev is also the one who can give you the Lord himself. Samsara dava nalalidha loka pranaya karunya ghana ghanatvam praptasya kalyan gunarnavasya vande guru shri. And Gurudev is the one who, when will accept you, then only God, Bhagavan is going to accept you. Yasya prasadat bhagavat prasado yasya prasada nagati kutopi dhyayan stuvanstasya shastri sandhyam vande guru shri. Gurudev is the one when says, "Yes Radharaman, yes Ranganath," he is the one who belongs to you. Like a married woman puts bindi, like a married woman puts sindoor, the same way the one who's married to Radharaman one puts tilak. So the first one whom you need to surrender completely if you really want to achieve that ultimate goal is whom? Is Gurudev, your Guru. Second, Guru Goshthe. Goshthe is the second surrender has to be towards Sridham Vrindavan. What is Vrindavan? Is it just a place where you can find a lot of temples? No. राधा करावचित पल्लव वल्लरी के राधा पदांक विलसन मधुर स्थली के राधा यशो मुखर खग्ग मतावली के राधा विहार विपिने रमता मनो में. Vrindavan is not the place where Thakurji and Radha Rani lives together. In fact, Vrindavan is the place which resides in the heart of Srimati Radharani. Vrindavan is not something that belongs to this world, material world. Vrindavan is the heart of Srimati Radharani. Until unless you have complete surrender for Vrindavan, you will not be able to develop that dedication towards bhakti. So the first dedication is towards Guru, second dedication is towards Vrindavan, third dedication is towards people who live in Vrindavan, the Brajvasis. If you have no respect for the Brajvasis, trust me, Thakurji will never accept you. Because the Brajvasis are not the people of Vrindavan. In fact, the Brajvasis are the family of Thakurji. And if you will not respect Thakurji's family, do you think Thakurji will ever accept you? So, the first dedication is towards Guru. Second dedication is towards Vrindavan Dham. Third dedication is towards the Brajvasis. The fourth dedication is towards Sujane. Vancha kalpatarubhascha kripa sindhubhya evacha patita nama pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo. The fourth dedication is in the lotus feet of the Vaishnavas. Bhagavan says, Naham vasami vaikunthe yogi nam hridayena cha mad bhakta yatra gayanti. But I don't reside in Vaikunt. I don't reside anywhere. I reside where my bhaktas sit and call and do kirtan of my name. I quickly come and sit over there. And if you are not respecting Vaishnavas, if you are talking ill about them, if you are being rude to them, imagine and believe that you are not being rude to the Vaishnavas, you are being rude to the Lord Himself. Bhagavan says that my only promise is to not keep my promise. My only promise is to keep the promise of my Vaishnavas. What you promise, I'll make sure I will fulfill that promise. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tans tathaiva bhajamyam mama vartmanu vartante manushya partha sarvasha. So the first dedication is towards, second dedication, third dedication, and the fourth dedication, and the fifth dedication is towards Brahmins. Brahmins are supposed to be the mouth of the Lord Himself. So it is very much, important that you do austerities towards Brahmins in this world. Because Bhagavan has given them this power that when you feed the Brahmins, that is why even in Vrindavan, we do a lot of Brahmin Bhoja. So when you feed the Brahmins, you are directly feeding the Lord. When the Brahmin is putting in his mouth, that means that what you have cooked for the Brahmins, Bhagavan himself is eating it. So Brahmin Seva is very important. So if you want to have that love for the Lord very strongly in your heart, the first dedication is Gurudev. Second dedication is Vrindavan. Third dedication is Brajvasis. Fourth dedication is towards the Vaishnavas. Fifth dedication is towards the Bhusurgane, that means the Brahmins. Sixth dedication is Swamantre. When you take Diksha, your Sadgurudev Maharaj gives you a Gopal mantra, a Guru mantra. That is your password. That is your path. Like for example, I want to call this Lali. So I will not be able to call her until I have your phone number. But if I have your number, I can call you anytime and talk to you. So Gopal mantra is that connection number with the Lord. So when you chant the Gopal mantra, that Gopal mantra is so powerful that it tells Govinda that your bhaktas are thinking about you, calling you. Like I call her, I dial her number, tring tring, tring tring, tring tring, tring tring. That will happen on your phone, right? So you see the phone, Mataji is calling. Oh, she'll bore me now. I will not pick. But when you do your mantra, the same way your bell goes towards Thakurji. Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari bol. Thakurji sees, oh, right now she is not that pure, but she is trying, I will help her. I will go to her, you chant more, chant more. Your Gopal mantra is the most powerful mantra that you can have. Don't ever think that probably her mantra is working more and mine is not. Gopal mantra, whatever is given to you by your Gurudev, is the most powerful and your unique number to call God. Imagine you are calling God from your friend's number. For example, if I want to call her, but the wrong things in Kali are increasing a lot. But Kali also has a blessing that in Kali it is easiest to reach to the lotus feet of the God. You don't have to, do any kind of very hard tapasyas. You don't have to leave food, water, everything. Wherever you are, in your home, in your room, wherever you are, whatever condition you are, you're sitting, sleeping, lying, cooking, driving, no matter what, the only way to attain the lotus feet of God is by chanting whatever you do. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Shri Namni, that means the name of the Lord. The name of the Lord says, Vishwam Vishnu Vashatkaro Bhoot Bhavya Bhavat Prabhu Bhoot Krit Bhoot Brit Bhavo Bhoot Atma Bhoot Bhavana Bhoot Atma Paramatma Cha Mukta Nam Paramagati Avyaya Purusha Sakshi Kshetragyoshar Evacha Yogo Yoga Vidam Neta Pradhana Purusheshwara Narasimha Vapu Shriman Keshava Purushottama. So these are the names. When you take these names, for example, somebody is not well and you give medicine to that person, so that person doesn't know what are the ingredients of the medicine, but he knows this medicine will make my headache go away, so he will eat the medicine and become okay. The same way, even if you don't understand the meaning of the names of the Lord and still you only chant the name is going to purify your soul, and when it will purify your soul, the interest, dedication of your soul in the Lord will become many folds. Cheto darpan marjanam bhava mahadava agnir nirvapanam shreya kairav chandrika vitaranam vidya vadhu jivanam anandam buddhi vardhanam pratipadam purnamrita swadanam sarvatma snapanam param vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam, the one who does the kirtan of Bhagavan Shri Krishna, who takes his holy name, the Anand, happiness in his life becomes more and more and more. So if you are doing Harinam every day, automatically your dedication towards bhakti will increase. So the first thing is, you all don't speak, you are Pathshalians, I know. First thing is, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, Swamantre, seventh, Shri Namni, and eighth and last, which Shri Raghunath Das Goswami says, Shri name of service of the lotus feet of Radha and Krishna. If you are serving your Ishta in any form, may it be doing Itra Seva, may it be preparing garland, may it be making bhoga, if you are doing any service for the Lord, that service will increase your dedication towards your Ishta. So, Raghunath Das Goswami Path says that if you are serving these 8 things, if you are having respect for these 8 things, and what will the respect do? It will first purify you. When you start serving, initially maybe you will not feel that connected. But once you keep serving, all the anger, all the jealousy, all the ego, all the negativity will go away from your heart. And then when your heart is pure, Nirmal manjan so mohi pava, mohi kapat chala, chidra nabhava. So when your heart will become pure, then one day Swayam Bhagavan will come and make a temple in your heart. Sada dambam hitva kuru ratim apurvam atitaram aye swantar bhratash chatubhir yache dhrita padah. That means a person who pays respect, who surrenders to these 8 things, who loves these 8 things, I fall in love with those people. So it's my humble request, as Raghunath Das Goswami Pad has given this knowledge not for us, for our mana. So what do you have to do? You have to tell. So this brain is the teacher. This mana is the student. Student is always naughty. Teacher is always intelligent. Teacher knows how to make sure that the child studies. If the child is distracting, so the teacher will say, Monica, study. The same way, mind is intelligent. Man is naughty. So every time your man goes here and there, tell your mind to guide the man to follow these 8 things to become very dedicated towards your bhakti. The first is Guru, second
is Vrindavan, third is the Brajavasis, fourth is Brahman, Vaishnav, fifth is Brahmin, sixth is your Guru Mantra, seventh is the lotus names of the Lord, and eighth is Swayam Shri Radha Krishna service. We all must try to do respect, pay our respect towards all these 8 things, and I'm sure one day, like today, we got trapped with the Lord himself. One day Lord will trap all of us together in his lotus feet, and that is what we all want. I will extend my humble gratitude once again in the feet of Jai Gaur Prabhu and Prabhuji for having us here. I said we believe that this place belongs to not you but us. So we always come here with full authority, and we are very grateful and thankful. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Radha Raman Lal. Thank you so much, Gopal Bhatt Goswami ji, for giving us this opportunity to. We travel a lot, but I think traveling is one thing, but this was never a part of our travel. This was always a part of our mercy. So thank you so much once again. We will do Kirtan for maybe 5-7 minutes. Till that time, the darshans will open. Then we'll do Pushpa Abhishek of Gopal Bhatt Goswami Pad, and then we all will have prasad. And so we all will do Kirtan together.
Do announcements.
Yes.